Well, I'm at the Three Trolls. Is that the name of your company,
Trolls
Andy?
Games and Puzzles.
Three Trolls Games and Puzzles on Summer Street, right, Andy?
Yeah, right here on Summer Street.
And when I came in, it is what now Andy had his mask on, which is great because we're filming during the pandemic. But for this video, we're just going to take it off temporarily so we could hear him better, right, Andy?
That's right.
Great. And Andy, you've been here a long time, right, Andy?
We've been here since 1992, the summer
Wow.
of 92, yeah.
And with you,
Yeah,
your
me,
company?
me and my parents, we founded it together. My mother's mostly retired these days. My father passed away 5 years ago.
Oh, I'm
but
sorry.
we're still going on.
That's fantastic, Andy. So that's what, 28 years, right?
28 years.
That's fantastic. So could I ask, how are things going during the pandemic, Andy?
Hang on one second. I just realized that with this music going on, it's going to make people crazy.
Yeah. Andy is lowering the music now. We're turning it up, which is nice. Thank you, Andy. So I'm so glad I came in, Andy, because I'm not a big game player because it's just not something I do. I'm kind of old, you might say. But you say you have people older than me playing games, right, Andy?
I do. Some of our best customers are in their golden years.
Wow.
Retirees with time on their hands want to do jigsaw puzzles or play games.
Yeah.
It's a great way if you've got some time on your hands.
Yes. And speaking of jigsaw puzzles, there's one right here that you brought out, right?
Yep.
But you have a whole bunch of them?
I have a bunch. I've got 2 jigsaw puzzle lines on the shelf right now. Ravensburger and Springbok. They're both excellent lines, and we stand behind them.
Wonderful. And then you have all these like video type games, you'd say, right?
Well, they're not video games. That's a common confusion. They're board games. There's no technology.
Oh, that's
involved.
a board game.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I thought for sure it might have been a video game.
So Warcraft is a video game. But what they've done here is they've linked up a long-standing, excellent game called Small World, and they've joined it to the World of Warcraft franchise for this great mashup. Small World of Warcraft. It's a wonderful game. It's brand new.
Beautiful. Wow. And then what is Ticket to...
Ticket to Ride, it's a classic game. It's been around for a long time. It's a new classic. It's simple, it's easy, it's fun.
Is that
you can learn to play it fast. It doesn't take long at all.
Is that a board game
It is
too?
a board game. All of our games are board games or puzzles. We don't have any electronic or
Oh,
video
I
games.
didn't know that. I thought you had a lot of, maybe did electronic games too, but you
we don't.
specialize
Yeah, we specialize.
in the board games, table games,
Mm-hmm.
so the families could get together, and friends could get together.
Sure, absolutely.
Nice.
And this one here, this is one of our long-standing, most popular games. It's called Catan. It used to be called Settlers of Catan. And before that, since it was made in Germany, it was called Die Siedler von Catan.
Oh, wow.
Settlers of Catan. And this is a trading resource management game where even when it's not your turn, you've got a lot to do. I love this game a lot, although it can be a little mean.
Oh, really? Yeah. Nice. So you have all kinds of things. What else do you have here, Andy?
We have models. We have
models?
Dungeons and Dragons.
And Dungeons and Dragons?
We have Paint. We have card games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything you need to distract yourself.
Wow, wonderful. And 28 years you've been here,
28
right?
years we've been here. Some days it feels longer. Some days it feels like we just started.
Oh, and speaking of some days, how are things during the pandemic in terms of business-wise? Is it down a little bit, up a little bit?
There's 2 different factors. One is our in-store gaming, which is gone. It's done. According to state mandates, we could have people in, but I don't feel safe doing it. We're in a poorly ventilated area, and people spend a lot of time, so I'm not ready yet. So I'm dragging my feet.
And maybe next year, when the pandemic is over, get back to that. So what happens? People come in and play games inside here?
$10 for all-day access to the parlor. We've got 700 games, big tables, space, and of course, people, community. And that's a big part of our model, and obviously that's not happening right now. So that's
until hopefully next year we'll have a vaccine and get back to normal. Hopefully. But $10 is a great price, Andy. That's very.
It's cheaper than a movie, and you get longer.
Yeah, and I thought you were going to say like $10 an hour or so, but for the whole day.
No, I want people to come and go freely. I want them to go grab food and come back. You can eat your lunch back there.
That's fantastic.
The other factor, of course, is the selling the games and puzzles and models and stuff. And that's, it's down. It's definitely down. But it's coming back a little bit. I think people are starting to realize that if they're going to be locked in their pods, it's good to have some games and puzzles in there with them.
Yes, yes. And I see you have a beautiful dinosaur here. And well, that's the flying ones, right?
Yeah,
Back
that's a
then.
pterodactyl. So that
Pterodactyl,
guy,
yeah.
that guy's just sort of a relic of elder days gone by at this point, in more ways than one. Those models. Excuse me.
Oh, that's
those models, we sold them for many, many years, but the company went out of business, and that's the last one.
Really? The company went out of business? That's too bad. That's a beautiful piece there.
Yeah.
Now, would people, they would assemble
came
it,
in
right?
1,000 pieces.
1,000 pieces? Oh, my
I
God.
exaggerate, but not by much.
But no, but that's wonderful. Wow, but it's no longer carried. That's the last one.
But we've got lots of other models and
Oh.
sculptures and toys and puzzles and
Oh,
games.
well, let me just take a quick
Sure, take a
scan.
walk.
Well, maybe I could just do something from here. You have, there's the paint you were talking about right here.
Yes, indeed.
And more paints over here. A lot of paints. So people come here to paint their models, right, Andy?
Yeah.
And then all kinds of your board games over here. Then you have, is that ship? What is that ship doing here?
That's actually, again, just sort of on display. My father and a group of friends made that model. It took them 2 years working together to put it together.
2 years, wow.
Here's an example of what a figure might look like when it's painted up and put together. That's Thanos from the Marvel Universe.
Oh, so some of your customers come in, they buy these, and then they paint
buy
them themselves.
They come unassembled and unpainted, and you put them together, and
So
they look
all
just
these
great.
were hand-painted
All
by
of
you?
these were hand-painted
Oh
by
my
my friend
God.
Marty.
Oh, my God.
So before they're painted,
Oh,
this is an idea of what this is an unpainted figure. It's assembled
Yes.
but unpainted.
Yes. Nice. So people paint them and then they
Sure.
display them on their shelves
Or
somewhere.
play games with them,
Or play games. Wow, nice.
like complicated chess.
Nice. Speaking of chess and checkers, you carry basic games like that too?
Absolutely, yes.
Wonderful.
Chess, checkers, Chinese checkers.
I remember that too from when I used to go to the Boys
cribbage,
Club.
Backgammon.
Wow. That's fantastic. So I'm so glad I stopped in today.
Me too.
And 28 years your company's been here, which is fantastic. And I hope you get through the pandemic okay, Andy, and that you have tremendous, tremendous success.
Thanks.
And hopefully this video will help in some small way to your hours. How about your
Sure.
hours of operation?
We're open Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Nice. 7 hours a day, right?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah. But 6, except Sunday. Sundays you're closed.
Well, the reason we're closed on Sundays, actually, is because on Sundays we run a great big Discord voice chat Dungeons & Dragons game. And everybody's welcome for that. That costs $10. And if you've got a computer and a microphone and headphones, you're good to go.
That's fantastic, Andy. Well, I'm so glad I stopped in, and thank you so much for talking with us, Andy.
My pleasure.
Chelmsford News, it'll be on TV very soon.
Great. I'm looking
Thanks.
forward to watching it. Now I'm going to mask back up again.
Beautiful.